Hey guys, this will be a general read for us, the sign of Cancer. I'm just going to pull tarot and see where we go from here. I'm going to use my Witch's deck. I like this deck. I don't really use a lot of the decks because they're always hiding, but there you have it. Do me a favor if you want to support my channel. Please hit the like button. The commercials do support my channel if you don't know, even if you watch them for a couple of seconds. They support my channel. Also, sharing the video, subscribing to my video supports my channel. So if you hear anything that you like, just go ahead and hit the like button. Yeah, also, I really appreciate you guys' support. Look at the cards that's coming out and how they're coming out. So karma card, the karma card is here. So somebody is going through some type of karma. I hate to say that, but it does happen. You know, it depends on what you put out. If you put something out in the world, then it'll come back to you tenfold. So this is the karma card, the Five of Wands, because it's conflict, and then also the High Priestess energy, you know, your belief system, or High Priest energy, your belief system, but then you're able to manifest, or somebody has been manifesting and realizing about their strength. Remember, strength is not always physical. Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong. Hold on. I got my window open. My baby looks at she looks at the planes. So I have my window up so she could see the planes pass by my window. But anyway, so it's just like, to me, somebody is experiencing some type of karma when it comes out like this, because they're of the conflicts in the past, you know, the competition, the conflicts. And if your belief system doesn't change, or if it does change and you learn to manifest and not to, you know, be in so much conflict with other people, you know, and I think this is like two different energies. Somebody that you're dealing with is experiencing what your true power is, and that's you being able to manifest, and because you change your belief system, and that you realize that strength isn't always physical. Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. I wonder, hold on, let me pull this down, because I just feel like the way that the cards are, I like you to see my whole desk, don't get me wrong, but I want you to be able to see the cards to understand why I say the things that I see. Because again, this is the universe taking action. This has nothing to do with you. You're not wishing karma on anybody. If you see, it's like an eclipse. So you know how they say when the eclipse happens, to, you know, make sure that you're grounding yourself, make sure that, you know, the energy is good. But for some reason, you know, this is the power of 3. And so if somebody doesn't want to work with you as a team, and they feel like it's always about conflict and competition, you know, you're always going to come out on top, because your belief system is a little bit different. So, you know, the song, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different, you know, so that's just how you see things. You manifest things differently. You do things differently. But once you realize that strength isn't always physical, your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. Any beast you'll be able to tame. Does that make sense? And then and then we see here at the Seven of Swords, which would normally be conflict and competition, or excuse me, I'm sorry, the insight, knowledge to know I'm looking at the Five of Wands energy, which is conflict and competition. But, you know, the Seven of Swords energy is having the knowledge to know what's causing you to feel insecure or feel like you're the sneaky energy. So this is a person that's literally smiling when it comes to them going around and collecting swords. You get what I'm saying? They're collecting the swords. So that's like the insecure type energy, or the type of people that you're dealing with. So when it comes to the justice being here, the consequences of somebody's actions are at hand. And then somebody is dealing with the Knight of Cups energy. So the Knight of Cups is somebody who's going after something that they want, you know. The Knight of Cups energy also says, like, it's romance, it's infatuation, and well-being. So when somebody really realizes your true strength, then they want to change everything up. That's why I say, if you don't want this and you're in separation with somebody, don't ask for it, because of the fact that they'll come back to you when you least expect it. And they'll come back to you wielding their swords that where is it at? Oh, it was under here, that they've collected with the Seven of swords energy. They'll come back wielding the swords that they collected. Now, again, it can come back with the ego. It can come back, all different ways, but you want it to come back healed, and you want them to take those experiences that they went through in the past and that they put you through and understand how to be loving, understanding. You get what I'm saying? So you want them to take that knight energy, which can be childish sometimes, or page energy. I want to say that can be kind of childish at some time, and use that energy to understand how to really love you, because you can tame the biggest beast. That's why the Beauty and the Beast is there. And so that's just, yeah, because the Ten of Pentacles is what you want, is your happy, harmonious love. You want to be able to, celebrate with your person, no matter how much you went through, and that's just in reality. You're not going to change your heart. You're just going to change the way you do things and the way you see things when it comes to a person, place, thing, or a situation. Does that make sense? And so with the card coming out, yeah, because you had anxiety for far too long with the Nine of Swords energy. You've had anxiety. You felt like, you were stressed out, and there was hopelessness when it came to this situation. But you realize that the consequences of everybody's action, if you just balance yourself out, and you stand tall for what it is that you want, you see? Balance yourself out, stand tall for what you want, and then you go from there, then things will start to come tenfold. And that's just how it is. It's not about you wishing anything bad on a person. Healing comes with you learning to forgive. And it sounds horrible, it sounds cliche. Not horrible, but when you're going through something, it does sound horrible. But it does sound cliche when it's like, forgive. I forgive this person. And it's like, yeah, whatever. But that also does help you move forward in life, no matter with or without a person. Does that make sense? And so that's just how you see things when it comes to what it is that you're going through, but that's just, that's that, that's that. And hold on one second, I got a text message, so that's just how it is. So with the Page of Wands, remember, the Page of Wands energy is yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. So we don't live like this as Cancers, okay? We hold on to yesterday, and that's what we're changing about the situation. We're not holding on to anything from the past, because remember, look, yeah, Eight of Pentacles, working on yourself, 8 years, Six of Pentacles, given to others wholeheartedly. The shadow side is here, which is like the devil type energy, so the thing is like, we normally don't get to the point to where we let go of the past, and we keep that hurt in our heart. But High Priestess energy is something that can only be understood through experience. In order for you to move forward with confidence, you got to understand where to draw the line in the sand with boundaries. You see what I'm saying? And so that's just how I see that energy, and the Page of Wands again is yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. Hold on, I'm recording. Hum, pretty. What'd you say? Oh, the shark is coming? Oh, yes, the shark is coming. The only way, let me finish recording, then I'll come in there, okay? Okay. All right, keep it down, okay? All right, so, we hold on to the past. So that yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. Yeah, our present moment is there. Hold on one second. Shh. Hold on. What are you saying? Crazy girl. So, that yesterday is, here, and also the present moment is there. The future is there because we've already painted a picture of the future. We've already, go play in your room. Go play in your room. We've already painted a picture of the future. So we already have things pressed out, presented nicely in our head on how things should be. But when we get to that heartbreak, we still hold on to that, but we still picture that. So when it comes to the present moment, and we're feeling like anxious, and we're feeling stressed out and everything, and we don't see anything moving forward. Wait a minute. What did I ask you? I'm using my words to tell you what? To go in your room and play. Go room and play? Yes, so go in there and play, because I'm on recording. Okay, that's fine. So, that's the thing that really, hold on, let me go put her in there. Hold on one second. Okay, then if you're going to stay in here with me, you got to keep it down, okay? Okay. All right. So, no singing, I'm talking, okay? Hey. All right, keep it down. She used her low voice like that. Anyway, so in order for us to have the Nine of Cups energy, it's just like we got to let go of that past. We got to let go of it, learn from it, and move forward from it. That's what I was just trying to get out in the process of pretty talking or whatever. But the Nine of Cups energy is just letting you know that, dreams, enjoyment, and happiness. So these are the things that you want. You saw it already. These are the things that you want. So the high priest is here. So this person has to change their belief system because the high priestess is here, which means that, something that can only be understood through experience. You've experienced this, and this person has to go through this dark night of the soul when it comes to how they deal with their shadow side. Does that make sense? And so that's just kind of how I see that energy. But this is what you want to experience: your dreams, your enjoyment, your happiness. This is what you want to experience when it comes to this person, place, thing, or a situation. Huh? Go Granny house. You want to go to Granny house? Yeah, we go to Granny house. Okay, we'll go. We'll go. We wait for Uncle to come, okay? Yeah, for Melman. Okay, so the Two of Wands is you have the world. You can travel the world. You can do. House. What did I say? It's Granny house. Okay. We wait for Noah. Okay, I'll take you. Go get your stuff ready. Thank you. Anytime. No, go ahead. Go get your stuff ready. Thank you. My shoes. Yes, there you go. So, for the Two of Wands energy, it's just like you have the world in your hands. You just got to be able to go after it. You see the ship back here? You got to be able to go after it and say, I got the whole world in my hands. Y'all remember that song, right? And I can go ahead and go after the things that I want. Hold on one second, you guys. She ready to go. That's it. So, the thing is just like you have to be able to see a little bit different when it comes to, and this person has to change it. Their energy. They have to change their belief system and go from there. So that's just kind of how I see that situation. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, she's behind me laying down for her nap. So anyway, I just feel like the direction that you need to go into, or the direction when it comes to your happiness, has to do with this person, realizing what it is. And again, if it's too late, it's too late. And that's just based upon them not making a move in enough time. So now I'm going to use my little deck exactly like this one. Hold on. It's a miniature deck, if I can get it out of mine. It's a miniature deck exactly like this one. I'm going to use it if I can find it. Now I'll put myself on the spot because it just shows you how organized I'm trying to be, but really I'm not. But yeah, I just feel like, this person's belief system has to change. It has to change in order for them to realize what it is that, they have done, or how they made you feel, basically, in so many ways. It has to do with how they made you feel. And, again, their belief system has to change in order for anything to change when it comes to this situation. And that's where the universe, they have to see things from their shadow side and from their shadow perspective. And the universe is going to intervene when it comes to this situation. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull, because again, like I said, the high priestess in the shadow side showed his face. I can't, my nails are so long, I can't even shuffle these anymore. But the shadow side has showed his face, and I'll go ahead and clarify all of those energies, so this is where they are. Bottom of the deck is here. Well, this is actually the bottom of the deck, but I'm going to clarify because the high priestess is here, and this is their energy. When it comes to, see, this is how you guys are always in conflict until it's time for you to face the energy that you need to. And then both of you guys get scared because, again, you know what it is. They have to know what it is. But you guys experience different emotions when it comes to, they're fearful of doing this, and you're fearful of what the outcome will be when this happens. If that makes sense. I don't know how I just said that, but, that's just the boundaries that the universe is telling you. Set boundaries with confidence. You see, the Queen of Pentacles and the the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands is like, set boundaries and be clear with it, because you've been giving to this situation and you're working on yourself. And so therefore, if it'll just be wasted time Hold on. I think I'm going to pull a certain amount. I'm going to pull several cards when it comes to this energy, because the thing is just like it'll be a waste of time if you don't set the boundaries. If you, because, you know, all this working on yourself and everything, and, you know, having confidence and just giving, you know, and realizing that your giving comes with boundaries that need to be set in order for you to move in a direction of your choice. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to clarify this energy for the karma card, you know, and so let me make sure they're not in reverse. You know, I'm going to clarify this energy for the karma, because, you know, the karma comes when, you know, somebody is having you know, a dark night of the soul, or having to figure out, yeah, the Knight of Swords and the Emperor. So the karma is coming for this Knight of Swords, because in the past, you know, when it comes to this Knight of Swords, or being the Emperor, the energy was different. Instead of them, you know, and this here looks like they're stable because they're kids and things like that, so kids could be a aspect of it. But, you know, when it says be tough, be ambitious with the Knight of Swords energy, and know what you want and go after it in a single-minded determination, this Emperor, or this person, this high priest energy, you know, again, belief system has to change. This Emperor type energy, excuse me, is experiencing karma, because again, they didn't know what they want. They were scared of the stability, and so that's where it's being faced. So the Five of Wands energy, the conflict comes in when somebody deals with something, and, you know, they don't like what they hear. Even with the reads that I do, you know, some people, yeah, it's cycles that has to happen. The conflict, competition has to actually eventually dissolve and go away, because, or be dealt with, because the cycles that's happening, you know. And so that is how I see this energy. The conflict and competition comes with the cycles ending and changing, because the belief system has to be changed with the high priestess energy. Okay. Okay. All of these cards fell out. Hold on. Let me get this one first. So here we go. That fell out exactly. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. See? Okay, so the Knight of Cups energy is always follow your heart. It'll never lead you astray, because it knows things the mind can't explain. So if this person's belief system, whether male or female, if the belief system has changed, the King of Wands is in reverse, right? So the King of Wands being in reverse is just letting you know that the narcissistic energy, the impulsive energy, the arrogance is here, because their belief system hadn't changed. So now that they're trying to go after what they want, their belief system has to change from this energy of a narcissist, basically. And yeah, the Nine of Pentacles energy. So the Nine of Pentacles energy in reverse, though, this is materialistic energy and financial insecurity. So, you know, the materialistic energy when it comes to this person has to change. Their narcissistic energy, the materialistic, and going after what they want. They actually have to do that and change that other stuff. So the Magician energy comes with the Ten of Cups. They're trying to manifest a happy life, happy wife type energy. Strength is here because they realize that you tamed them. You know, whether male or female, your energy as a Cancer is able to see and change people, even though you don't want to, or even though you don't know. So look at this card right here. I just thought what it is unsure energy of the shadow side comes back out, because the Strength energy is like they know that they have to deal with the parts of the energy that are the parts of them that cause you to feel a certain type of way. And the other cards is, yeah, they have to be patient with you, and also understand that the burdens that they caused you made you feel like they, you know, made you have to, you know, move forward. But it also, their burdens, they have to be patient with on how they deal with their shadow side or their shadow energy, if that makes sense. So justice comes out in unsure energy with the Strength. See, this person don't know how strong they are going to be able to be when it comes to the consequences of their actions, if that makes sense. So justice comes sideways, that if that makes sense to you. So the Knight of Cups energy is here. Yeah, they have to always follow their heart. It'll never lead them astray. Unsure energy of the Star. So the Star in the upright says, no matter the situation you find yourself in, there's always hope. They don't feel like there's hope when it comes to their heart now, because they're trying to change the way they do things. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles energy when it comes to, you know, having peace, harmony, and happy love, and, you know, just being able to celebrate abundantly the way that they do things. Yeah. So the Nine of Swords comes out in reverse this time. So it changes, right? So they are in despair and fear of losing you because of the way they did things. Because the Knight of Swords is in reverse. Right here, it's in the upright, which is you going through stress and anxiety. And now the Fool energy is in reverse too. So recklessness, fearlessness, and taking risks. They're going to have to take a risk when it comes to the Cup of Love, the Ace of Cups energy, right? Is in the reverse. So the Ace of Cups energy being in reverse because they feel like there's going to be some type of missed opportunities, or there is a missed opportunity, or that they blocked everything, or they're going to lose you twice. That's how it feels, you know, with the Ten of Pentacles. So again, the Ten of Pentacles is carefree, harmony, and happy love. They feel like they're going to lose you. And so with the Nine of Swords being in the upright, because it just came in reverse, the card, this card we just left off of, you know, it being in the upright is, yeah, the Ace of Wands energy. So this is having the courage and the desire and being positive about going towards you, no matter how much anxiety or how many burdens they caused you, you know, when it comes to how they deal with love. But the Page of Wands energy is here, and this is adventure, growth, and taking a chance. So they know that they have to take a chance in order to move forward with you, you know. So look at all these cards when it comes to... Yeah, I dropped it, baby. When it comes to dealing with the Page of Wands. Hold on one second. Let me pick it up. Well, I picked it up. It fell in my lap. Yeah, I got it, baby. The Page of Wands energy with them taking a chance comes with the Page of Pentacles. Listen, never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, you know nothing at all. They felt like they knew you. Let me cut my light on. This seems kind of dark. They felt like they knew you in a situation that you would always be there. Does that make sense? And so with that being said, can you see? Yeah. With that being said, they stopped trying to figure you out and felt like you would always be there. The Three of Pentacles, they realized that they didn't want to be a team. 3 years. Okay. So 10 years it took you to get to this point to where you're realizing, I can't do this anymore. This is not going to be a carefree, harmonious life. After the 8th year, you started working on yourself. Look, you started polishing up your skills and polishing up yourself in the way you do things, you know. And so the 10th year is here. But again, you still know that what it takes to get here. They have to have a dark night of the soul, or have their belief system has to change. And so the Three of Pentacles, again, they didn't want to work as a team. The Nine of Cups energy is here. And the Nine of Cups comes out twice. So the Nine of Cups energy is dreams, enjoyment, and happiness. So in order for you to go after your dreams, enjoyment, and happiness, or them, they have to change up some energy. When it comes to you, the Queen of Cups energy. So, you know, you've been someone who makes everyone feel important, look them through their eyes, make them feel understood, but not anymore. So the communication has to happen with them. They have to communicate with you the right way. They can't just come and offer you anything with bullshit, because, you know, them securing themselves, you've already secured yourself. You're not willing to listen to a lot of it, but them securing themselves with the Four of Pentacles energy, securing and limiting the way that they do things when it comes to their ego, right? Magician, they have to manifest something different when it comes to you, because the Queen of Pentacles, remember, you've already been in your toxic stage of the Queen of Pentacles, who has everything that they can possibly want and be able to manifest a whole lot, but is toxic to herself. And she manifests things for her family, but is toxic to her own self. And so they know that that's not the case anymore. So you've grown up, and so therefore with the Sun card, they have to grow. With the Four Swords being in reverse, is just letting you know that this is difficulties. This is being at a standstill and excluding themselves from what they normally would do. And so now they have to grow up. So with the High Priestess, remember these two cards came out at the bottom of this deck over here. I just put them here. So I'm going to clarify these, and then we'll see what's at the bottom of the deck moving forward. So the Nine of Cups energy, you know, in order to go after your dreams, enjoyment, and happiness, what makes you happy, they have to figure out what it is that they have to do, and it's unsure because the Ace of Pentacles came out sideways, for your new beginnings and happiness and joy with you, because in the past, with it being in reverse, if it was missed opportunities, financial and problems, and they realized that they were a bad investment. So you lost a lot when it came to this person. You missed a lot of the opportunities. They caused you financial issues, and also you realized that they were a bad investment. And so the nine of cups energy, your dreams, enjoyment, and happiness had to be put on hold, because you had to go and go out and adventure out and make plans to do something different, because you wasted almost 8 years, maybe 10, on dealing with this person. And so 6 and 8, I say 8 years dealing with this person. But the Two of Wands energy clarifying that, yeah, with the Tower. Yeah. So when the Two of Wands energy, when you realize that you had to make plans, travel, and find new ideas, you had to end this energy and wait for them. Either wait for them or just end this shit, with the Tower energy being here. Bottom of the deck is boundaries. It just keeps coming out the same way, but it comes out right exactly the way here, because you had to set boundaries. They know you had to set boundaries. The cards are mirroring themselves. You see it? And yeah, with the King of Pentacles comes with the Eight of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles energy is there's no reward without risk. Create opportunities. Don't be afraid to fail, and invest your time wisely. You had to work on yourself, and now they have to create some opportunities for you and not be afraid to fail and invest their time wisely when it comes to you. But I mean, it could be ending there. High Priestess energy comes out again. Only something that can only be understood through experience. And this is because you were given too much to a situation that you had to walk away from. With the King of Swords comes with the King of Wands. So you have confidence. And now they have to realize that when they're faced with a difficult situation, they have to be impartial and carefully evaluate their options with a rational mind. So the Queen and the King is on top of each other, and that just lets you know that with the Three of Pentacles here, the Three of Wands being here, they had to look at things and be grateful. You had to look at things and be grateful for your experience, but move forward and stop overthinking. And now they're overthinking when it comes to this situation. Does that make sense? And the Seven of Swords, this man shows his face again with having the insight and knowledge. Remember, this showed his face in the beginning. Before I stopped pulling cards, I turned around and let you see it. But the Seven of Swords, it's like you have to have the insight and knowledge to know what's causing you to feel insecure with the shadow side, because you had to reinvent yourself by going in a different direction and ending the things that you really cared about. Because again, the Knight of Wands energy, you had to realize that you only live once. Excuse me. Yeah, I said it right. You only live once. Be bold, be fearless, do what you love. My Drake energy with the Page of Cups energy is under here. So the Page of Cups energy is letting you know that opportunity, invitation, and affection or love comes with understanding that you only live once. So you have to be bold, be fearless, and do what you love. So you had to rediscover your own rich inner world, and through tranquility meditation. And that is the Hermit energy. Let me tell you what it says exactly. Sometimes you need to withdraw in order to rediscover your own rich inner world through tranquility, meditation, and reflection. And you had to reflect, withdraw, and create your opportunities. Now this person has to do the same thing, because they're looking at it and karma is hitting them hard, because again, where they thought that you would always be there, you're not. And so now, let's see. I'm going to pull from the Messages of the Heart, and then I'll pull from the Law of Attraction deck, and then I will pull a question, and then we'll go ahead and end it. Okay, look at all these cards that come out, but I'll take them. Excuse me. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So you make your own decision. Do not worry about anybody else. You already went through this dark night of the soul. You already went through changing your belief system on how you do things. So again, whatever you decide to do moving forward with this person, follow your heart. Nobody else can tell you that. You can always listen to somebody else telling you to walk away from a person, but you'll end up going back. So I'm going to tell you how my friend tells me all the time. When you're tired of being tired, you'll know when it's time. So until then, you're going to keep doing what you want to do for yourself, or you know, romance. Cupid arrow strikes again. So that could be what it is that you want to do. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. And so it took for you to go find your missing pieces in order for them to find the missing pieces, and then for them to miss you. So their energy made you stronger. That's just that. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you say it, but the lessons that you go through makes you stronger when it comes to love, when it comes to business, when it comes to heartbreak, when it comes to a lot. It makes you stronger. And so therefore, you have to embrace that. Embrace the lessons that you've learned. No man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. So through each other, you find the missing pieces. So maybe now you can come together as a cohesive unit, or maybe you can't. But remember, if you don't want this, don't ask for it. Do not ask for it. You know, because you can ask for this and come back. This person, you can ask for this playing around just by, you know, using your excuse me, look at that card came out, loving them in the 5D and telling them, you know, that you miss them, and they come back and they're not healed. And if they do come back and they're healed, you don't want, respond versus react. So here's the thing. What that means to me is that, you know, when you respond or you react to the energy of missing somebody, listen, express from an old loving place. Express from an old loving place. Old triggers / trauma yields drama. New beneficial thought patterns. So you have to change your thoughts. So again, if you want this person to heal, wish them healing and tell them to move forward. If you want this person back, tell them to heal and just, you know, set a place aside for them. But you can't stop doing what you want to do. So that's how you have to respond versus react. Because remember, when Cupid arrow hit, you know, remember I tell you that when it comes to that Normani song, I think her name is Normani. This type shit make me high. It's a TikTok that goes on. Every time you think about this person, Cupid sends an arrow towards them, and it gives them the then they turn around and look around, as you know how you see. I want to explain, like you smell something, or you see, my hand is itching. When you smell something or you see something that reminds you of somebody else, they'll always be driving down the street and they'll see a coat, or they'll see something, or they'll hear a song on the radio, and then they'll say, oh, that's the universe telling me to go back and check on Cancer or something like that. But that's Cupid actually sending an arrow their way, you know. So you have to figure out how you want to respond versus react, even when they do come back around. So remember, they taught you a lesson. No matter how hard it was to deal with, or how much you say you're not going back, it taught you a lesson. So it says, go for it. Step outside of your comfort zone. You've done that if you've been through this situation. Make plans. Now is the time. Favorable outcome in alignment. So you guys could be in alignment right now, but be thankful and be grateful. Gratuity increases attraction and opportunities. Little things count. Be grateful for all of your life. Be grateful for all of your life, and the heartbreak and the liberation that you found outside of this heartbreak. So again, you have to know how to look at things and say thank you and be grateful for them, because you have to embrace the pieces that you found yourself with. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So you were able to put your puzzle pieces together, and you might not be there at the 10th year yet. You might still be at the 8th year when you just stepped out and started to work on yourself and you feel liberated. But remember, once you get to that 10th year, you'll realize and be grateful and embrace the pieces that you found dealing with this person. Could make you stronger for the next person. I'm not sure, but that's just kind of how I see it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the question deck to ask yourself another question, because it says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway of the soul. So make sure that you're doing what your soul says, you know. Again, Knight of Cups energy says, always follow your heart. It'll never lead you astray, because it knows things the mind can't explain. But remember, oftentimes we make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. So just know that sometimes when we walk away, it can be considered a permanent decision, or it could be a temporary emotion, you know, on how you feel. I'm not pulling all those cards, but yeah, it was like 30 cards that came out. But you have to understand what it is that you need to do when it comes to dealing with, you know, your emotions, you know. What is the one thing I can do today to get closer to my ideal life? Respond versus react. Right? And so that is what you need to ask yourself. In the bottom of the deck, what is an ethical rule I should never break? I think that would be something about boundaries or what your limitations will be, because remember, boundaries came out twice right here on top of each other. So boundaries are the ethical rule. So if your boundaries are being broken, I think that that should be your ethical rule on how not to break the boundaries. So there you have it. Let's go ahead and say my affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. Anything you need to know about my channel and to know about me is in the description box. I will be on later on tonight at 7 o'clock. It is almost 12:30, so this will probably be posted by 1 o'clock at least. But I will be on tonight at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m., 7 o'clock, 7:30. Today is the 26th. So I love you guys, and be grateful and embrace the experience. So I guess that's what I'll name it. I love you guys.